Millions of years ago, when the sun disappeared behind the horizon, fear took over the world. Darkness wasn't just the absence of light, it was the presence of death. Deep inside the prehistoric jungle, early humans gathered close together, their bodies shaking as strange and terrifying sounds echoed all around them. The cracking of branches, low growls, something breathing in the distance. They couldn't see it, but they knew it was there. Fire was their only protection, a small, flickering flame pushing back the darkness. But it wasn't enough. Beyond that weak light, predators moved silently. Giant cats with razor-sharp teeth, massive snakes hidden in the shadows, creatures that hunted without warning. And the humans, they were not the hunters, they were prey. One wrong step could end everything. A single moment of distraction, and someone would vanish into the darkness. No screams lasted long. The jungle swallowed everything. Even the bravest among them felt helpless, because there was no escape, no safety. Hunger made it worse. Days without food weakened their bodies. They were forced to take risks, to leave the safety of their group, to enter dangerous territories, to face whatever was waiting for them. Sometimes they returned, sometimes they didn't. Millions of years ago, Earth was a raw and untamed world, a place of beauty, danger, and constant struggle. Vast jungles stretched endlessly, rivers carved through the land, and powerful predators ruled every corner. In this harsh environment, early humans began their journey. They were not the strongest creatures, nor the fastest, but they had something different: intelligence. And that changed everything. Every day was a challenge. As the sun rose, they moved carefully through the wilderness, searching for food and water. They worked together, using simple tools made of stone and wood. Hunting required teamwork, patience, and courage. Sometimes they succeeded, but often they failed, and failure meant hunger. Hunger forced them to adapt. It pushed them to explore new lands, face unknown dangers, and take risks they couldn't avoid. Crossing rivers filled with hidden predators, walking through forests where danger could strike at any moment. Survival demanded constant awareness. Then came fire. At first, it was a mystery, powerful, dangerous, uncontrollable. But over time, they learned to use it. Fire gave them warmth, protection, and a sense of control over the night. It kept predators away and allowed them to rest, even if only for a short time. But the world remained unforgiving. Long before modern life, before cities, before technology, humans lived in a world where survival was never guaranteed. Small groups or tribes moved together through forests, plains, and rivers, always searching for food, water, and safety. Life was simple, but incredibly hard. They depended on each other for everything. Hunting, gathering, protection, it was all done together. The strong helped the weak. The experienced guided the young. Every member of the group mattered. But danger was everywhere. Predators hunted them. Food was never certain. Even the environment could turn against them. A storm could destroy everything they built. A wrong path could lead them into deadly territory. Hunger was one of their greatest enemies. There were days when they found nothing to eat. Their bodies weakened, their energy faded, but they still had to keep moving. Stopping meant death. Despite all this, they learned. They learned which plants were safe. They learned how animals behaved. They learned how to create tools, how to build shelters, how to use fire. These small discoveries made a big difference. This is where it all began, the ultimate test of survival. Millions of years ago, early humans faced a world that showed no mercy. Every day was a battle. Every night was a war against fear. Powerful predators ruled the land. Hunger drained their strength. The environment itself was unpredictable and dangerous. There were no guarantees, no safety, no easy way out. One mistake could cost everything. But within the burn, something extraordinary: the will to survive. That will pushed them forward, even when they were exhausted, hungry, and afraid. It gave them the courage to face dangers they couldn't fully understand. It forced them to adapt, to learn, to grow. They didn't have advanced tools. They didn't have protection. But they had determination. And that made all the difference. Step by step, they overcame impossible challenges. They learned to hunt, to build, to protect themselves. They turned weakness into strength. And slowly, they changed the world around them. This was not just survival. This was the rise of humanity.